What do you want to eat?
Just have a small coffee. I want to hear more of what you know.
Great, your interest in me. I mean in African history. Did you know Isis was a black African goddess of Nile Valley civilizations whose worship eventually diffused to most of the ancient world? Isis was worshipped by the Nubians well over 300 years before the first Egyptian dynasty. The Egyptians then gave the Isis religion to Greece, Rome, and Western Asia. Gerald Massey says that the religious records of all the world's religions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity, are nothing more than copies of the religious records of the black goddess Isis, her son Horus, and her husband Osiris. For example, Horus was the first child born from a virgin mother's Immaculate Conception, and he was said to have walked on water, just as Jesus later did. The black goddess Isis is also credited with resurrecting Osiris after he was murdered. The first Black Madonna and Child statutes and portraits were of Isis and Horus, and these were taken throughout the world by the Roman Empire. When other religions became more popular, these statues were not destroyed, but simply had their names changed. In India, Isis and Horus became Maya and Buddha in Buddhism, or Devaki and Krishna in Hinduism. The Chinese called Isis Kwa-yin, and the Japanese changed the name to Kwannon. In his 1985 book entitled The Cult of the Black Virgin, Ian Begg was able to identify over 450 images of a black virgin and child in Europe, with over 190 statutes in France alone. J.A. Rogers says that Paris was actually named for Isis, because Para-Isis means place of Isis. He also says that Notre Dame means Our Lady, and that the cathedral is nothing more than an enlargement of the original Isis temple. Millions of pilgrims visit the Black Madonna shrines annually because they are believed to possess magical powers, although the statues are now called Mary and Jesus. It is believed that only the black statues are magical, and all pilgrimages stopped whenever the statues were painted white. The Black Madonnas have been credited with healing tons of plagues, bringing dead babies to life, making infertile women pregnant, and saving nations during wars. Many crutches have been left at the feet of the Black Madonnas, who presumably gave their owners the power to walk. One of the most devoted pilgrims of the Black Madonna shrine in Poland is the current Pope John Paul II. He prayed to her image while recovering from his gunshot wound. She is credited with thousands of documented miracles, including saving Poland from Russia in 1769. In 1968 alone, the Black Madonna shrine in Poland received over 66,000 thank you letters for healing and other miracles. Pilgrims frequently leave gold watches and rings at the feet of the Black Madonnas in appreciation. Church literature absolutely refuses to acknowledge any association of Black Madonnas with Africa. Church officials claim that the Madonnas are black because of smoke from candles and from dirt and old age. Church officials would never admit that the ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans made pilgrimages until 536 AD to the Isis temple at Philae, Egypt, to seek the same miracles that current pilgrims seek from the Black Madonna shrines. Isis was recognized as a supreme miracle and magic worker, and is also credited with teaching mankind the art of curing disease. Isis was able to restore life to the dead, as she did with her husband Osiris, and later with the infant Horus, who was brought back to life after he was killed by a scorpion's sting. Isis was the goddess of corn and grain, water, and navigation, and even clothing. She was also called a divine granter of salvation for souls of mankind. The ancient Black Egyptians acknowledged Isis as the source of all their prosperity, including the Nile River.
I just love listening to you, Stanley.
Gee, thanks. Isis worship was so strong in Europe that Roman citizens ignored emperors Augustus and Tiberius, who outlawed Isis worship and persecuted her priests. Emperor Caligula finally bowed to public pressure and re-established the Isis worship. Emperor Justinian caused an unsuccessful armed insurrection in 536 AD, when he ordered all Isis temples permanently closed.
Thanks, Stan. I'll see you later, I have to go.
Oh, okay, maybe you can come over to my house one day.
I don't think so. See ya.
Bye, Misha.